Alright, what's good, guys? It's your boy Pete from PFM FIT here, back with another video. Talking about programming today. So, my program is a bit weird. I used to always be a bro split guy. Used to just love coming in, crushing chest Monday, back day Tuesday, arms or legs Wednesday, then hit like some shoulders, and then end the week with some more arms or legs, depending on whichever one I hit middle of the week, But that used to be how I was trained because I just liked it. I like to go hard, keep it simple, one muscle group, hit it once a week, crush it hard, recover for a whole week, hit it again the next week. But I started to kind of gravitate towards training certain muscle groups twice a week, which then eventually converted me into training everything twice a week, nearly everything, because I basically started to focus on not specializing, but more like prioritizing growth of certain areas over others, and I wanted faster gains, and I just kept hearing everyone in the training sphere shit on the bro split, and also, promote, training, this muscle group 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week, every freaking day of the week, everything but bro split, because bro split bad, which eventually got through to me, which I don't think bro split is bad. I think bro split's fine, but I just wanted to try other splits, and I also think these other splits work as well. So let's just say that everything can work, but I think a bro split worked good for me as a noob because it helped me train everything at least once, I mean, sure, sometimes you hit 2 chest days, you hit 2 arm days, you hit 2 shoulder days, but if you're at least hitting 1 back day, if you're at least hitting 1 leg day, you're not skipping everything, and it's only once a week. It's not like, oh, I got 2 leg days, I got to get through 2 whole back days, like my least favorite workouts. It's like, you just have to do one or 2 potentially sucky workouts. The other 3, chest, arm, shoulders, those are all freaking fun days, So basically, just go every other day is a fun workout, and the other ones are mid, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a back day, and I don't mind leg day. It's just not as fun as chest day, shoulder day, arm day. Not even close. Never will be, unfortunately. I wish it could be, but at the same time, I don't want small legs, and I don't want, a flat back, I mean, and I mean flat upper back. I need a wide, juicy, thick barn door set of lat wings to go with my big meaty pecs and my freaking 16-inch arms. So, anyways, enough about that. That's how we used to train. We're not talking about bro split today. We're talking about my 4-day everything except legs twice split, let's say. And the reason I don't hit legs twice is because I'm in a very athletic point of my training right now where I basically play sports 3, potentially 4 days a week. Hockey, soccer, lots of games for that. And that is a lot of leg stimulus to recover from. Now, I do ice bath after that because obviously that's not going to progressively make my legs better. It's just making my cardio better, and it's just excess fatigue for a recreational and fun activity compared to the gym, which, while it's fun, you also can continually get better and better and stronger at it, which is what I really like about it. So, we squat once a week. We have to still squat, but we're not squatting twice a week. We're not crazy powerlifting. We're basically doing the most bare minimum squat I can do, but we'll get back to that. So basically, everything gets trained twice except for legs. Let's start with our first day here. Monday, chest, shoulders, abs, trap, and neck. And you'll see a theme when it comes to back exercises coming up in the next workout. But day 1 is primarily chest and shoulders, let's say. We start off with our heavy flat bench press. This is just regular grip, touch bar to chest, all the way full round bench press. And I do my heaviest sets for the week on this, where I do 4 sets of 2 to 4 reps, and the goal is to hit 4 sets of 4 reps, and then you add weight, and you keep going, keep grinding there, because I'm working towards building up my 1 rep max strength from 275, try and hit 285, and eventually, obviously, the more PRs we hit in the high 200s, the closer we just creep towards 300-pound bench and 315 and all those beautiful sounding numbers. So, yeah. Chest day, starting off with the first because it's the most important. Then we got shoulders in here as well. Or after flat bench, we do cable chest fly with hanging ab raises. So I do cable chest fly on my cable machines in the gym, along with some ab raises from the pull-up bar. One of my favorite ab movements, mainly targets the lower abs, which is what I'm trying to grow and build. And then after that, we have lying neck raises. Or no, okay. Doing bad at explaining my own program here. Geez, you'd think I would understand it. All right, so basically we start with flat bench, and then we have 2 giant supersets where we have 3 exercises per circuit and 2 of those circuits. So 7 exercises total for the workout. Starting with flat bench, which gets all the attention all on its own. We warm up for flat bench, we hit our sets of flat bench, and we do nothing but flat bench. Then we do 2 cluster sets. The first cluster set is cable chest fly, hanging ab raises, and laying neck raises. So chest flies, ab raises, raise the knees up, and then neck crunches, so on a bench, with a plate on my face, very uncomfortably, because I got to buy a neck harness. Then after that, the final circuit, final giant set, superset, whatever you want to call it. Everyone calls it something different. We have rear delt flies, barbell trap shrugs, and dumbbell side delt flies. So this is where we really crush the delts and we crush the traps. Because right now I'm in kind of a phase where I'm starting to sculpt my physique by choosing exercises that specifically target the muscles that I want bigger, which I know sounds obvious, but my goals did not used to be this oriented. My goals were basically, I want to get a better 1 rep max on bench, so let's do every lift that supplements bench press, and whatever physique we get from doing that sounds good to me. But now I'm in a more enlightened phase where I understand what bodybuilding can do for me, and I want to get stronger at all these lifts because we're progressive overloading all of them. But at the same time, I want to use lifts that target my physique and target certain muscles of my physique and grow it more specifically to actually build my physique towards something that I can control, not just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, not just lift to lift or lift to get stronger and then have the physique be whatever. I'm still lifting to get stronger, but I'm also choosing exercises that are going to give me the physique hopefully that I want, or hopefully give me the physique that I want. But anyways, what is the physique that I want? Real quick. You guys seen this show Invincible on Amazon Prime? We're going for the Omni-Man build, essentially. I'm just starting to realize that the aesthetic physique that I have just subconsciously, subliminally been idolizing in my mind without realizing, that I've now come to realize, is just a giant superhero yoke look with huge traps, huge delt, huge biceps, huge chest, and huge lat wings, basically looking like a pro bodybuilder, essentially, without with a superhero suit on, is kind of the look we want to go for. So right now I'm trying to target traps and delts as a part of that growth primarily, as well as biceps, and chest is always, huge priority. Chest always gets a ton of attention, plus the abs. And once we start explaining the back training here, you'll see how we're also basically mainly doing back exercises that improve the width of my back and not so much focusing on thickness, let's say. But anyways, that is day 1. We hit 2 chest exercises, 1 ab exercise, 2 neck exercises, and 2 delt exercises. 1 for rear delt, 1 for side delt. So yeah, day 2. That's Monday. Day 2 is on Wednesday. So I basically lift, well, not every other day, because then I lift Friday and Saturday. So not even going to say that. It's not even every other day, but it's almost every other day. Day 2, this is not my favorite workout in terms of enjoying doing it, but it's my favorite workout in terms of I like what I call it because it just sounds the most interesting. It's a limb workout, limb day, as I like to call it. So what do we mean by limb day? Well, limbs, arms, legs. That's what we're hitting. Starting off with our squats for the week. We have safety bar squats, and I'm up to 275 pounds now for sets of 2 to 4 is what I've been working at. I'm trying to work back up to my 315, but I want to rep it. I've never squatted more than 315, but I've hit 315 for singles 2 times. So done it before. It's not just this one-off thing. And my form was good, and we hit, just below parallel, but I wanted to do ass to grass. So basically, I went way the fuck down and weighed on my squat, went all the way down to like 225 essentially, and started working my way up with ass to grass form. Trying to keep my body as upright as possible. Basically, like I'm doing a front squat with the safety squat bar on my back is essentially the form I'm going for, Clarence Kennedy style. Because I just like going ass to grass. I like the deep range of motion, and I don't care about squatting maximal weight by being like a power lifter and using the most optimal, parallel only and back hip hinged stance and whatnot. I don't care about that. I care more about the mobility of it, and having the range of motion to go ass to grass, and I'll just gradually get stronger ass to grass squats rather than the most optimal squat form to lift the most weights, right now. I just want to do ass to grass squatting basically. Then after that, I know we said it's limb day, but I have bent over barbell rows supersetted with lying hammy curls. I was doing dumbbell RDLs for a little bit, which was really good. Supersetted with pull-ups, but I then realized, let me switch pull-ups for an exercise that I can overload, because I feel like that would be less fatigue to throw the pull-ups on back day because it's just a bodyweight exercise versus throwing a progressive overload exercise on leg day. Also, I figured since the low back is already going to be getting beat up today, but we're taking hamstring RDLs out, or dumbbell RDLs out of this limb day, we'll throw in an exercise that isolates the lower back a little bit to hit the erectors a little bit more. So we're doing bent over rows, not pendlay rows, regular bent over rows. So bent over rows plus lying hammy curls. Then once all that shit's out of the way, the squats, the rows, the hammy curls, all that dumb shit that we don't enjoy and we don't want to do. Just kidding. Now it's into the fun part. 2 sets of tricep bicep, two circuits of tricep bicep and then bicep tricep. So yeah, and the exercises on the menu for right now is cable V-bar press down, supersetted with regular straight barbell curl, and then cable preacher curl, supersetted with incline cable skull crusher. So yeah, that's a good mixture for me because I like the V-bar press down because I can go really heavy on it. I can go really heavy with the straight barbell curl, but it's also like a really tough stretch on the biceps with the straight bar versus like an easy curl, angled grip. And then same thing with the preacher curl. Well, different thing with the preacher curl actually, because you get the deep stretch. I use a little bit less weight and I use an easy curl cable attachment, but I go nice and freaking slow and really squeeze at the top and stretch it at the bottom. And yeah, preacher curl is my favorite bicep exercise, but I don't like to start with it because I don't want to tear bicep, and that's the main thing I see people tear bicep on besides deadlifts, which I don't really do any of those anymore. Mainly just RDL instead of deadlift. But yeah, and then incline cable skull crusher. So I put the incline bench up to my cable machine and put an easy curl bar behind my head and just cable skull crush it, like you would do with a regular bar. But I like using the cable because it just has that full resistance. Even at the top, it's still pulling you down, so you have to like fight through squeezing the whole time. And that is pretty much limb day with a little bit of back. So like I said in the previous workout though, the theme kind of is, we had some trap and neck work in day 1 on Monday, and then day 2 here we had a little bit of lat work. So if you kind of combine that volume up, that's almost a full back day being snuck into those 2 workouts, because I don't have room in the week to hit 2 actual back days. I'd have to train 6 days a week if we want to do 2 chest days, 2 chest and shoulders, 2 limb days, and 2 back days. Like, it'd be too much. But instead, because we can't do, we're not going to do more arm work. We're not going to do too much more leg work. And the reason for that is because I have sports the next day. I had sports the day before. So my legs are already a little tired, and I can't get my legs too much more sore because I got to play more sports the next day too. So we're just doing enough to get a little bit stronger. on legs, which is actually perfect right now. The balance I found is very good. Then, but yeah, then for back, instead of throwing all my pulls into one workout, I figured sneak some pulls or sneak some extra trap volume or neck volume into different workouts instead of just throwing in extra shoulder work or extra chest work or extra dips for no reason. Because I was starting to get shoulder pain actually from doing too much chest and shoulders on the same day. So I'm starting to break that up too, which is also getting me more volume overall. But anyways, let's go into day 3, which, speaking of chest and shoulders, is chest and shoulder day number 2. So this day, lately I've been starting off with close grip bench, which is a little more tricep focused because I failed 285 on lockout, which means I need more lockout power, so I need triceps. But normally I was starting with a shoulder press first, but I'm still not quite ready enough to care more about shoulders than chest, even if it's the second workout of the week. It still ain't there for me. So I just throw dumbbell mill press in second after we do some close grip bench. So yeah, start with close grip bench to hit the triceps and the chest and work on my lockout power, because I think close grip bench is the best movement for that, at least for me, what I've found, because I can almost close grip bench press nearly as much as I can flat bench press, and when I get really good at close grip bench, I don't fail lockout on flat bench. So yeah, just a good exercise for working on that lockout power. And previously I was working on pin pressing because I needed off the chest power, and worked on pin pressing for a few weeks, had enough off the chest power to hit 275, which was my previous PR, but it's now still my PR, except I hit it at 20 pounds less body weight than when I originally hit that weight last year during my winter bulk. But anyways, after the close grip bench, we have dumbbell mill press supersetted with decline sit-ups. Decline sit-ups, holy, set up your decline bench and, either just do body weight to start and do full range of motion with a pause at the bottom, or just throw like 5 pounds, 10 pounds in the back of your head, or grab a medicine ball or something. Holy crap, decline sit-ups are such a good ab exercise, especially for like the lower and like middle abs. Definitely some upper abs as well. It hits like the whole face of the abs, but I feel like it mainly targets the lower abs better than most ab exercises, which is another reason why I like it and why I've been doing it lately, because I have a decent 4-pack going up top here. I don't know if the lighting is favoring me right now, natty, but the bottom part of the 6-pack and potential 8-pack of my genetics that I haven't discovered yet, I think I just need more lower ab muscle, and I need to do exercise that isolate the lower ab to build muscle there specifically, because guess what? Doesn't matter, yes, you need a certain degree of low body fat percentage, but if you build enough muscle in an area, that muscle will visibly show. So target that muscle, build muscle there, get as strong and and do as many sets and reps as you possibly can on these muscles, and they will grow and eventually you'll see them. So that's just how it works. Anyways, what else we got on the next shoulder day? Okay, so dumbbell mill press with decline sit-ups. Then we have easy bar, bent over rear delt raises, supersetted with cable side delt flies. So different variation, because I found that doing dumbbell side flies twice a week is just shoulder impingement speed run. So don't do that. Doing shoulder work twice a week on top of all your double pressing per week with arm work and all that is definitely tough. Even if you're warming up and your diet's good, it's still tough to recover from. So definitely need to either switch up your variations, go lighter on the weight, or do less sets, and just be very careful about it to be able to fit right in that threshold of making gains and overtraining and getting hurt, because it's a very fine line when it comes to shoulders, in my opinion, because the shoulders carry a lot of burden on your upper body training. Every movement on the upper body essentially requires your shoulders to move. Everything from pulling something with your back and rowing and moving your arms this way, to doing arm movements and tricep movements, and to pushing something off your chest. Like, it's all shoulder movements, so you need to keep your shoulders, especially your rotator cuffs, healthy. But yeah, anyways, finishing off the chest and shoulder day number 2, we actually have a little bit of hips in there, weirdly enough. hips. What are you thinking? That's weird. The day after leg day too. The reason is because, like I said, I didn't want to cram too much leg volume into my limb day because it's not supposed to be all about the legs. If it was, I would just do all legs on that day. But if I did, I would be screwed playing sports the next day. I would either probably cramp up, tear a muscle, play slower and play like shit, or just not play at all. Or all the above. Which would just not be ideal. So, and also not hitting legs at all is not ideal and not an option either because, like I said, my lifetime PR is 315. I'm trying to bench 315. So we cannot be the guy who benches more than he squats. That's not the guy I want to be. Let's just say we don't want to be that guy. But yeah, so we throw in a little bit of hip work, which is banded hip movements. So just put a band around my ankles and then just do like a knee raise to really hit the front hips, which I feel like helps with athleticism, helps with my squat mobility, gets a nice burn on the hips, which don't really get trained very often, and it helps with kickboxing because I feel like the main power generator from throwing a kick in kickboxing is leading with that hip and starting with the power from your hips, which, like everyone says, it's all in the hips, which is true, it is. So get a strength in the hips too, which we're trying to do. And then, similarly to the way I'm sneaking in half of a back day throughout the week, earlier in the week by throwing in different exercises on non-back days, I'm also throwing in 1 or 2 leg exercises on non-leg day or limb day workouts to actually hit a full leg day, because I do sneak in some calves and I do sneak in some hip work along with hitting quads and hammies throughout the week. So we do hit the whole leg once. Everything gets hit once, which is better than nothing. So that's what I'm working with right now for legs. It's not a leg optimized program though. It is very much upper body twice a week, everything twice a week, some things 3. Anyways, day 4, the final day of the week. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching so far. Appreciate it. Drop a like, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to do a very fast recap just at the end so that you can, if you haven't been taking notes so far, you can write all this down and basically just have the full list of every day, every exercise, every muscle group that gets hit, and we'll run through that real quick. Okay, but day 4, this is essentially full-on back day. Back, biceps, abs is pretty much what we hit, plus calves. So starting off, we got lats, and more freaking lats. No, we got pull-ups, pullovers supersetted with calf raises, and then biceps, shrugs, another row, reverse grip easy bar curls. Wow, I'm doing an awful job of articulating this. I'm saying the name of some exercises, I'm saying something of what it's like, I'm saying the muscle group for different exercises. This is a terrible explanation, honestly, but either way, we're getting through it. Anyways, we're starting off with pull-ups. Then we move into pullovers supersetted with calf raises. And then from there, next superset, bicep curls, easy bar bicep curls, supersetted with cable shrugs. Then low cable row, with reverse grip curls, and then decline med ball twist. So, lats, calves, biceps traps, lats, biceps, forearms, abs, So basically, to summarize this program, we go chest, shoulders, Monday, legs and arms, Wednesday, chest, shoulders, Friday, and back and biceps, Saturday. So, and taking the nuance out of it, obviously we're hitting damn near everything twice a week except for legs. Chest is getting hit twice a week, shoulders, every head of the shoulder gets hit twice a week, abs are getting hit thrice per week. Abs get hit 3 times, which I like because I just like training abs. It's fun. Every part of the leg is getting hit once per week, which is a miracle in my opinion because I play sports 3 and 4 times a week, and I'm still able to make leg gains, and I'm still scoring mad freaking goals playing soccer. So, don't mind that at all. But yeah, honestly, I wish I could train more in the gym. I wish I had more free time. I wish I could recover more and train every single freaking day. I wish I could, trust me. But at the same time, four days a week is one, enough to make gains. It's enough to keep me wanting more because I train almost every other day. So the days I don't train, I'm just thinking about training, and it gets me excited to train the next day, which, I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but it's kind of just fun feeling like eager to train, and kind of having that continual motivation by allowing yourself to take rest days that you don't want to take, but you have to take because obviously you need to recover because that's where the muscle is built and made, and you don't want to get hurt or set yourself back. So I basically am trying to balance having fun playing sports, with my friends and whatnot, while also seriously making gains on the muscle groups I want to make gains at, and also making gains in my whole body, which is the main priority of my program. And like I said, we're going for that superhero yoke build. We're going for big traps, big delts, big biceps, big chest, wide freaking lats, and athletic lower body is the main plan. So yeah. Whew. Take a breath there. I don't think I've taken a breath for about, the entire video. That was just one big inhale to an exhale of words. But hopefully you gained some knowledge from that. At least, well, maybe you didn't gain any knowledge on how to make a program for yourself, but at least you gained knowledge on how I train in my program, which I would not say is a traditional-ish program. It's my own concoction of how I like to train based on the uniqueness of the fact that I still like to play a lot of sports, which is something I don't see a lot of people in the gym community talk about. So I kind of had to make this on my own because I feel like everyone is just a gym bro or nothing. Like, I'm not that. I like playing pickup soccer. I like playing hockey. I like joining men's leagues. I still like playing the sports I played as a kid as my form of cardio because you ain't gonna catch me running on a treadmill anymore. You ain't gonna catch me jogging outside or going to the track. You'll never catch me there. You won't. You'll catch me at the soccer field running in and out of cones and doing all that stuff and training for that. It's just how I like to do my cardio. And I also don't say no when people ask me if they want to play multiple times a week. Unfortunately, that's it's my character flaw. I don't say no if people ask me to play a game. So, but I still like to train in the gym too. And fortunately, no one says yes when I ask them if they want to work out. So I'm always training with myself most of the time, except for when I get my boy Jake here. But either way, let's run through the program real quick. Summarize it. Day 1, flat bench, cable chest fly, hanging ab raises, laying neck raises, cable rear delt fly, barbell trap shrugs, dumbbell side delt fly. So day 1, you're hitting chest, shoulders, abs, trap, and neck. 7 exercises, about 3 to 4 sets per exercise, so about 20-ish sets total. Day 2, you're squatting, you're doing bent over rows, you're doing cable hammy curls, and then you're doing 2 circuits of a bicep exercise, superset with tricep exercises, or you can start tricep, bicep, whatever you want to start with. So basically, day 2, limb day, quads, hammies, lats, bicep, tricep. Day 3, back to chest and shoulders again, starting with another press. Close grip bench press for me is my current variation. Then into dumbbell mill press, supersetted with decline sit-ups. Then you have easy bar rear delt raises, lying cable side delt raises, standing cable chest flies, and banded hip raises. So shoulders, chest, abs, hips. And then final workout of the week, back day, starting with pull-ups. You can do those weighted or you can just do body weight depending on what your skill level's at. I just hit my first set of 10 pull-ups last back workout and my lats were so freaking sore. And the reason I hit that first set of 10 is because I did pull-ups first instead of doing them like 3 exercises in or 4 exercises into the back workout or throwing them on a limb day. And, because I was just doing like sets of like 4 to 8 reps on those as a middle of the workout exercise. And then I realized, I've actually made a ton of pull-up gains by just throwing them in randomly. And now that I started with them as a main lift and I'm fresh, I can do sets of freaking 10 or maybe more. So we're going to start with pull-ups now because I can do sets of 10. I'm actually happy repping that out. Instead of me just doing like 3 grindy ass shitty pull-up reps like I used to do. And I just never wanted to do them. But now we're going to do them. So we start with pull-ups. Then we do easy bar lat pullovers which is probably my second favorite lat exercise, or actually probably my first favorite lat exercise. But we're not starting with it because it's not as, I can't go as heavy on it as I can with, I can't do 200-pound pullovers like I can pull my 200-pound body up to the bar. So we're going to do the heaviest exercise first because it's the most fatiguing, which is pull-ups. Then easy bar pullovers, then single leg calf raises, which is basically body weight calf raises. So, no weight needed. You just put the front half of your foot on elevated surface and stretch your calf, and then calf raise your whole body, one leg at a time on each leg. It's insanely hard. You probably can't even do 10 or 15 reps without grabbing something to help assist yourself. And you get insanely sore calves from doing bodyweight single leg calf raises. So it's one of my favorite calf variations that you don't even need to use weight on, because I don't have a calf horse in here, which is like the only calf machine I like. Anyways, finishing off the back workout, we have arm blaster easy bar curls, which I like to use the thing you put on your chest that gives you the arm support. That's the arm blaster. It's basically like a standing preacher curl. And I superset that with cable trap shrugs, which is PFM shrugs, where I lay on an incline bench and I grab the cable machines and shrug at an incline, which is really nice, good for the traps. Love it. One of my favorite trap exercises. Then we finish off with low cable row for a little bit of erectors and a little bit of back thickness for more of the mid back. And then superset that with reverse grip curls for the forearms and more bicep. And then decline med ball ab twists. So I'll set the bench at a decline, and then I'll grab a med ball or a 10-pound or 15-pound plate or something, and I'll twist side to side like a Russian twist, but while I'm on a decline bench. So it's like advanced Russian twists, let's say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All my workouts are basically like 7 or 8 exercises, targeting like 4 to 5 muscle groups, 4, 5, 6 muscle groups, and starting with the hardest, heaviest exercises, going progressively towards the easier ones, let's say. And everything has pretty much around 3 to 4 working sets, but the rep schemes vary from, anything from like 2 to 4 reps all the way up to, 15 to 20 with 8 to 12s and 10 to 15s in between. That's just how I like to train. I like to do a little more higher reps, but I also like to go heavy sometimes too, and I'm trying to get stronger. But we're also trying to be a lean, mean muscle machine. So yeah, that's gonna do it though for today, people. This is my current program. It's I don't really know what to call it. It's not a bro split, but it's an interesting hybrid, balanced split. That supports my the fact that I like to train athletics as well. So I like to play a lot of sports. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today, people. It's been your boy Pete from PFM FIT. Peace and see ya. Make sure to like and subscribe as well. Bye.